Morning, Victors. So another amazing thing that I learned was a different way of looking at success. Okay. I used to consider success the ultimate goal or getting to one of your major goals. But in order to actually become successful, it's actually a daily practice. Okay. You can't become successful if you don't take the proper steps daily. So instead of looking at being successful in a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, I look at being successful daily. You can really do it even more. I look at being successful every hour. Did I win that hour? Was I productive in that hour? And by breaking it down and winning each hour, you got to be successful for the day, which means you were successful that day. That means you got to be successful for the next 2 days. That means you were successful for the week, you were successful for the month, and so on and so forth. So it's another way of just thinking about success. I really hope that helps someone out. Morning, Victors. So I know that once we start changing our mentalities from we have to do something and having a real understanding that we get to do something and it's an opportunity to do something, our lives will change. And I'm going to clarify this, what I mean, but what I believe is when we feel like we have to do something, it's automatically like we resent it. I know for sure that's how I am. When I have to go to the gym, I resent it. When I have to go to work, I resent it. When I have to do something, it irritates me. But now that I've changed my mentality, I understand like every day is an opportunity. Every day is a privilege. I get to do all of these amazing things. I get to go to work and work on my business and make money and learn to make money. I get to do that. I don't have to do that. I get to do that. Going to the gym and working out, like I don't have to go to the gym. I get to go to the gym. I get to build my body. I get to be the best version of myself. Like I get these opportunities every day. We all do, because we get to wake up. We got to wake up, so we have an opportunity to be better. So every day, I caught myself thinking like I got to make a video, but I don't have to make a video. Like I get to make a video. I get to come and I get to help someone out. I get to try to pour into someone and maybe help someone's life be better. So by having this understanding, it's just made my life so much better. So I really wanted to share that with you. Morning, Victors. So whether we know this or not, we have the opportunity every day to set the tone to our morning and our day. All right. I've made the suggestion of listening to positivity right when you get up. Okay. I understand that it can be too heavy and some days you're just not feeling it. I'm human just like you guys. I have days just like that. All right. So my next suggestion is going to be listening to something funny. There is nothing better than a good laugh. And we all know there's that one comedian or that one article that just cracks you up. When you get up in the morning, first thing, either listening to that comedian while you're getting ready or reading that article and starting your day, you will feel like you are walking on clouds. And I really just want us to set the tone and take control of our lives. So, morning, Victors. Having or showing a low estimate of one's importance. That is the definition of humble. Since I was a young kid, I've always been told, make sure to be humble. Make sure to be humble. And now that I know the definition, why in God's name would we ever ask each other to be humble? Why would we want to ask you to show a lower version of yourself? I feel like one, it's to make other people feel good. But two, I don't think people know the definition. I think the people thinking humble is another version of being grateful, but that's not. I looked it up, and in all three definitions, in all three examples that I've seen, there is nothing about being grateful. All right. I would never ask anyone to be humble. Especially if you're really, whether you're my friend or not, I'm never going to ask you to be humble. I want you to be great. You know what? If you're making $1 million, I want to hear about it. If you bought a new car, bought a new house, I want to hear about it. I want you to be great. And I want to hear your great stories. I'm never going to ask anyone to be humble. Ever. because there is nothing positive in that definition about being humble. Being grateful is a whole nother definition. There's nothing great about being humble. So that's my spiel for the day. I am super interested in hearing your guys' opinion. I'm going to tag a couple people. Even if I don't tag you, please feel free to chime in. But there's nothing great about being humble, and I'm not going to be it. I'm going to be great, and I want you guys to be great. So thank those of you that bought your 30 Days to Inspire Living task books. Get yours today. The link is above me. Today is Thankful Thursday, because I'm so thankful. Make sure to put something that you are thankful for, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family. Put them on the timeline in Inspired Living. You know, I want us to stop saying no to our dreams and start saying yes, yes, yes to our dreams. And that does not involve being humble. So I got kids, so you know I'm tired, but I'll be here tomorrow to help us live inspired. Morning, Victors. So a great lesson that I've learned going through the journey was to stop thinking so far ahead. To stop thinking about steps 5 and 6 when I'm on steps 1 and 2. All right. And I'll give a couple examples with weight loss. Okay. There is no point in thinking about losing pounds 30 and 40 when you're on pounds 1 and 2. I found it to be the least productive thing I've done. You know, thinking too far ahead, being too many steps ahead. You know, I'm thinking about the fast that I'm going to throw in there when I get to that point, instead of thinking about just getting to the gym. That's step 1. Step 2 is being consistent. Step 3 might be changing my diet. You know, adding that change in. Step 4 is tightening my diet a little more. You know, that's just an example, but thinking about pounds 30 and 40 when you're on pounds 1 and 2 is unproductive, in my opinion. Also, when starting a business, you know, say you want to print some t-shirts. How can I think about the pricing that I'm going to have for the t-shirts? That's like step 5. Step 1 would be just having a design. Step 2 would be finding the vendor. You know, that is important. And then step 3 is seeing how much it's going to cost. You can't even determine how much you're going to sell your shirts for when you don't know how much it's going to cost you. Right? So let's take the proper steps. And sometimes you're going to be on step 1 and 2 longer than you're going to be on step 3. You don't know, but what you need to do though is take the proper steps. So that's my spiel for today.